Hey guys, it's Bryson here, and welcome back to the show. And again, guys, Millennial Money. I haven't done one of these videos because, again, they kind of get repetitive and a little boring, but this one actually caught my attention. $200,000 a year in Oklahoma. And because Oklahoma is a state where you're not really spending that much money, but if you make this much money, like, what do you spend it on, if you know what I mean, okay, guys? And what do you do to make that much money? So let's find out together. Let's watch together. Criticize together, judge together, and do everything together, guys, okay? It's like 50 to 100 of us here, and we just come here, and this is what we do. I wish YouTube had like a feature where we can all watch this video live at the same time and basically react. I think that would be cool. That should be a feature. But let's watch together, guys, and just call it a day, okay? Without further ado, like this video. It helps a lot. You guys know what to do. Subscribe if you're brand new, and welcome to the family. And let's see what you do with $200,000 over there.
Starting work at 18 did.
All right, that's a little too low for me.
Starting work at 18 did help me mature a little bit more quickly.
Mature at 18. I think the earlier you start working, the better. My first job was at 11.
I think that being young and working in a professional setting leads to you having to outperform
Is that his mom?
your peers in order
Big
to
facts.
be treated as an equal.
Yeah, being young. He's 22 years old making that type of money. That is awesome. $200,000 a year in Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's awesome. See, look, he seems like a fun guy too. Here's how he spends his money, guys.
My name is Aaron Brock. I'm 22. I make about $200,000 a year, and I live in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Tulsa, Oklahoma. People think they gotta go to New York and California to make some money. You'd be surprised. It's all about the right skill, the right place, and you're good to go. You'd be surprised.
I'm a technical pre-sales engineer.
Technical pre-sales engineer. My first time hearing about a job like
Which
this.
pretty much means I'm a salesperson, but rather than selling to business people, I get to sell to engineers, which is just way more fun.
Selling to engineers. That's interesting. Aaron moved to Tulsa. I wonder if that $200,000 a year is also based on commission, or is it just salary? Most likely commission, right? Because he's in sales. That's interesting. As a part of Tulsa Remote. A one-year program that offers a $10,000 grant to entice remote workers to move to Tulsa. That's interesting. That's awesome. There's so many programs out there that you probably don't even know about because you never search it. So search about these guys. Search about like all these like job programs to move somewhere. Especially like if you're single, got no kids, like, and you're able to do this stuff and you're fairly young in a sense, or 40, 50s. I don't really care. You're able to do these things and get some money while you do it and make a lot of money. It's awesome. The goal of Tulsa Remote is to attract diverse individuals and cultivate a collaborative community. Basically, nothing has been said here. You know, like when you read a sentence and it's like, okay, but what are you doing exactly? Attract diverse individuals and cultivate a collaborative community. I guess it's like good culture at the work area and attract a diverse amount of people, I guess you could say that. Black Wall forever.
I heard about the Tulsa Remote program through one of my friends, and he was like, hey, there's this thing going on that I'm applying to, and you know, it might be appropriate for you as well. And so both me and my friend applied to Tulsa Remote. Amazingly, we both got accepted.
That's awesome. The $10,000 grant is distributed over the course of a year. So you basically get like a few, like maybe like $800 a month or like $700 a month for like one whole year. That's fair. To cover like some of your living costs and stuff like that. Oh, that's a boosted board, isn't it? I always wanted one of those, but like I was so afraid of like all the potholes and all that stuff. So I went with like one of like the electric like mopeds, I think it's called. Not a moped, it's like I forget.
The idea is they're trying to develop Tulsa as a fun place to live and also some economic growth, all that kind of fun stuff. They were like, hey,
Nice.
Why don't we just straight up give people money to move here?
That's interesting, you know. And whenever you have these areas that are gonna be like exploited, especially by like some jobs, it usually are signs of like real estate prices increasing and all that stuff. So that's maybe like an opportunity too. He used the funds to cover his rent, food, and other expenses during his first year in Tulsa. Wow.
I really took the Tulsa remote opportunity as oh hey, not only is it that they pay you to move here so it offsets the cost and makes it worthwhile, but also they kind of develop a community and they do a really good job of, hey, I can just jump into a social group. I don't need to move to a new...
Because when you move somewhere, your biggest fear is like, yo, I'm alone, right? So especially when I came here to Puerto Rico, like I'm still making friends. Like I have a few friends at church, but a lot of them aren't really my age, you know? Like they're a lot older because my mindset is just so weird. But I gotta join certain groups. Like I want to go to boxing, I want to go to yoga, I want to just do different things. I want to go hiking here. I want to just do different things so you can kind of like be a part of a group. But when you're like an entrepreneur and like you work on your own, it's a lot more different. But this type of job where you're in a community with your coworkers, it's a little bit more easier.
New city, be the only person there, and have to build it all up from scratch.
Yeah. Budget.
I would say it's more that I'm good at shopping than it is that I'm good at budgeting. My budget is that
I want to talk to this guy. This guy is impressive. So he saves $11,697. Housing and utilities pays $425, food $335, insurance $241, internet $30. This is awesome. Like I literally want to cry. It's awesome. Liquid savings is taxable, brokerage, and 401k. I'm so proud of this guy.
Don't spend a lot of money and don't have to worry about it too much. What I do is at the end of each month, I look at
CuriosityStream, Bitwarden, and YouTube are his subscriptions. That's awesome.
All of my expenses, and I make sure that there's nothing strange that I didn't expect. And I try to keep the number between 1,000 to 1,500 for everything.
Awesome. That's how much I spent. Aaron has over $200,000 in total his savings, investment, and retirement accounts. Fudge, man, that is awesome, man. And the guy is literally only like 22 years old. This guy is awesome, man.
So I try to max out all of my retirement vehicles. This includes the 401k and the Roth IRA. However, due to this year, my income being so high that I can't put money into the Roth IRA, I haven't been doing that.
Just put it into the Roth 401k and then just roll it over next year if the company offers it. Aaron spends about $300 on food.
I do intermittent fasting, so
I do that exact same thing. I like this guy so much. I'm biased.
I only eat one meal in a day.
I don't eat one meal a day. I eat 2 meals in a day, but within like an 8-hour window. There's different ways to do it, the intermittent fasting.
For convenience reasons, because every day I only have to make one meal, and it's usually the same, taco salad or chili or something along those
A taco salad, that's ridiculous.
lines.
Aaron likes to only wear purple to avoid decision fatigue. But why purple? I like wearing black. Like I just have a whole bunch of plain t-shirts and like basically I have like 4 or 5 literally blue jeans with like literally like different like iterations. Like one is ripped here, one is there, whatever. But I just grab whatever t-shirt it is and I just throw it on and I put on some Vans and I call it a day.
I always wear purple. The reason that I originally did this was because I was tired of having to worry about styles, and I was like, hey, why don't I just pick
Purple's not a bad color though,
the
right?
best and then always do that. And since then, I have also gotten numerous side benefits of always wearing the same outfit.
What? What's the side benefit?
For example, not having to decide in the morning is very convenient.
Yeah, big facts.
Also, just having less clothes overall.
I want to buy clothes like this, guys. You know, like a dress shirt, like a little like whatever this thing is, the little sweater thing. I want to buy some of this stuff, you know, because when I go to church, I just look like I just came from like skating, you know. It's just I always look like that.
Like I don't have to think about how things match. Everything matches. It's all the same. My closet is, you know, maybe 5 copies of this, and that's about it.
Aaron began wearing only purple in the summer of 2017. Pretty ridiculous. But like ridiculous things that will get you far, I guess, right? Finding his passion. Aaron grew up in Princeton, New Jersey. That's awesome. Look at it. That's his family, guys. A family of 4. 4 kids, 2 parents. That's awesome.
My wonderful parents homeschooled me. I was actually given the freedom to do what I like. Growing up as a homeschooler, you spend a lot of time at home with your parents, and so just the type of people that your parents are has a great effect on.
Oh look, his sister's is also wearing purple. But his dad and mom and brother and sister, they're like, hey, we're not doing this whole purple thing.
In your life. My dad being a PhD mathematician.
PhD mathematician. That's
Math
awesome.
was just a common dinner conversation. You know, we talked about like the Riemann-Zeta hypothesis and
Which I do not know anything about.
all that kind of fun stuff. I started programming when I was about 6 or 7 using a program called Scratch, which lets you like drag and drop programming blocks. And
This guy is special, guys. This guy is special and interesting. You know, I knew this video was gonna be good. I knew this video was gonna be good.
do for loops and all that kind of fun stuff.
By 14, Aaron was getting paid to work on Minecraft projects when friends offered him gigs. That's awesome. And at 16, he got a long-term job with a single server, earning $1,500 a month for about 8 months. That's awesome too. This guy's special, guys. You're looking at someone that's probably gonna be doing a lot of big things in the future, honestly. Once he turned 18, his former robotics lab teacher hired him to join his company as a DevOps engineer. And by the way, don't let like all this stuff like kind of get you all crazy. Because if I told you, you know, at age 11, I was working, I was trying to hustle DVDs and CDs, and I was trying to do YouTube at that age, you might say like, oh, Tommy, you've just been special too with the YouTube thing and the money thing from the very beginning. It doesn't matter. Like all these things and all these like skills, you're still able to develop them like a lot in your older age, you know, in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. So don't think like, oh, it's too late for me. It's not true. Like the earlier you start, awesome. If you have like a environment that nurtures it, even better. But if you don't, it's not an excuse to say, well, I just can't do this stuff. This guy is too special. He's no. You can do it too. Okay? Always know that. You can also do it yourself.
I did not negotiate my salary, and as a stupid 18-year-old who didn't know how much engineering was worth, I actually got paid hourly $15 an hour.
Ridiculous.
As an engineer, which it's not real great.
Aaron decided not to pursue a college degree. Oh wow. That is very. That takes some. I just gotta say some balls, you know.
So when I was 18 and I got this job, I mean that would have been when I would apply to colleges. And I looked at this and I was like, hey, I've already got a job in hand, which maybe not salary-wise was great. And I was like, hey, I could either go and take this engineering job and make X amount of money, or I could go to college and spend X amount of money. And 4 years from now, maybe have the same job that I have now. And so
exactly.
It just didn't make financial sense to take 4 years.
I mean, the guy was doing this since he was 11 years old, right? 14 years old. So if you already went through your whole master's degree.
And however much it would have cost to go to college. For 2022, my goal is to travel the country and see all that there is to see.
So you see this, guys, you might think people like this are ridiculous, but then you find out that they're like, yo, like, he's also really self-aware, right? Like, I want to travel the country. I want to look at different things. But he's doing all this stuff while keeping his expenses low, while investing a lot of money. Yo, this guy, man, I'm super proud of him, honestly.
Originally, I was going to do this with Airbnb, but now I'm going to do it out of a van.
That's awesome, because Airbnb can be expensive, no joke. Aaron bought a converted van for $25,000 in cash. What? He plans to become a digital nomad and work from the van in 2022. That whole digital nomad thing, it's not me. You know, people can do that type of stuff, and I could technically do it, right? Because I could say, well, I could just buy a van, do my YouTube videos from the van, and just do everything from the van, right? But I like stability. I like being in a bed, having a real kitchen. You know what I mean? I wouldn't do anything to save money. You know, that's something I can say. So yeah, like this whole digital nomad thing is for a season, but it's not for a lifetime. So it works while it works. And this stuff is super dangerous with the whole like cooking thing here, the gas thing could be a little dangerous.
When I looked into getting a van, I determined that this is actually maybe not the best financial decision. The reason being that there is a lot of cost that goes into a van, be it insurance and maintenance and all of the fun, weird stops that you have to make along the way. Yeah. But to be completely honest,
and the time.
I'm very happy financially at the moment.
That's good. You know, not everything has to be a financial decision. Some things just can just be, I know it sounds weird coming from me guys, right? But when you can afford these things, I think this guy has literally no debt, didn't go to college, has no debt, a lot of money in his investment account, has a great job. So like not every decision has to make financial sense. That's the point, you know? I want to eat a burger today. Is this financially savvy? No, it doesn't have to be. You know, if you can afford it, you can afford it because you've done everything else right. That's awesome too.
Welcome to Trixie. This is the van that I'll be living out of for the next year. Such luxury as a full shower
Oh, that's ridiculous.
inside of a van.
Where does the water go? How do you drain with the poop and all this other stuff?
Back here we have all of my wonderful camping gear because this isn't an apartment, it's a really fancy tent. So
My budget for the year is $14,000, and this includes everything all in. I'm talking insurance, maintenance, you know, sales tax of buying the vehicle, awesome. The added costs that I'm gonna have of living in a vehicle, like maybe having to eat out more, things along those lines.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Lines, and then also just the loss of value in the car.
Oh, the depreciation, he also included that, that's awesome.
I recognize that money that I make today
Is he gonna sell his other car?
in my early 20s is worth more than money that I would make in my 40s because I get nice, you know, investments, I get growth on this money.
Yeah.
Or a return on the investments that I make now. To that
Yo, this guy does not look like he's 22.
point, I am trying as hard as I can to min-max my savings for the moment so that I can get those.
Yeah, you live today, make sacrifices today so tomorrow you can live a different way, man. This guy is just awesome. Like I haven't watched a video from Millennial Money in full in a while because most of them are boring.
Great dividends over time.
Aaron's goal is to save at least $2 million for retirement, so he has the option to retire in his early 30s. That's interesting. My goal is to have $1 million by the time I turn 30 in my investment account. But the thing about relying on the stock market alone, man, is that I'm very self-aware that I can invest $1 million and then the next year only have like 400,000 in there, or like $600,000 in there, because the market could crash. And let's just say this what's going on right now is not that pretty. So I kind of make sure that, you know, I'm aligning things in other ways and not just being like so self-reliant on the market. So for me, like having like a home that's fully paid off in cash, very important to me, because that way my expenses are gonna be always low. Having like my emergency fund like fully funded, and also having diversification when it comes to my investments. So I have X amount of money in my retirement accounts and my brokerage account and all that fancy stuff. But I also maybe I want to buy a property, 2, 5, 10 doors, right? And then have those there also paid in cash, right? So then now you have, hey, the stock market just crashed, but I still have this $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 coming in from my side real estate business thing, and I also have my normal salary, and I still have some coming in from the stock market. You just want to be set up in a way where to take you down, you literally need like a rhino, like to destroy you, you know, because it's that hard. So that's kind of how I operate. But be careful with the stock market because things can fluctuate a lot. I cannot dance, so this guy is very skilled.
At this point, I'm focused on life experience, you know? I would like
At a low
to
cost.
see the world, go and experience things that I haven't done before, and, you know, I'm in a comfortable place to do that.
That's awesome. I like this guy so much, guys. Nah. This is one of the best videos I've ever seen. Like, this guy is impressive. And he better get like a bunch of views too. This is literally the best video here. This is literally my favorite video of all time. Legit, like the guy is literally awesome. Commented, I liked it. You saw it in real life. Guys, that's it though, right? Shout out to Aaron, man. He's doing great. He's doing awesome. And it just goes to show you, you know, if you have the right skill, if you're willing to make the sacrifices, you too can also get there. And again, right, when you hear these people, you just be like, oh, this is impossible. He has like a programming thing. He's good, blah, blah, blah. You can also learn how to do these things, right? So don't count yourself out so fast. But like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you're notified, comment down below, let me know what you think about this video. On top of that, also, if you want to call me, link is down below. Up here, more content. You guys know I always got more content. And here's my face. Click and subscribe. Long-term team is officially out. I'll try to get Aaron on this channel potentially, or on my other channel, because the guy is just interesting, man. The guy is very interesting. Gotta reach out to him.